BERNINA Small Clamp Embroidery Hoop, our video tutorial. The Small Clamp Embroidery Hoop is particularly suitable for quilting in the hoop. The set includes the embroidery hoop, the embroidery template and 8 clamps. The outer dashed line on the template shows the embroidery area from the BERNINA 7 series onwards. The inner dashed line on the right side is for the BERNINA 5 series embroidery area. When using a larger foot, such as the Echo Quilt and Cutwork Foot 44C, the embroidery area is 6 by 6 inches. Mount the slide-on table before attaching the embroidery hoop so that the embroidery hoop can remain on the machine when rehooping the quilt sandwich. Before using the embroidery hoop for the first time, the hoop must be calibrated in the setup program. For details, refer to the medium clamp embroidery hoop video tutorial. To prevent puckering while quilting in the hoop, baste or pin the quilt top, batting and backing together. Tip: if an adhesive spray is used, apply it just before quilting, as the spray only sticks temporarily. Mark the center of the quilt block. Using the template, center the quilt block as straight as possible. Place the template together with the quilt sandwich onto the hoop. Now press the embroidery template firmly onto the quilt sandwich. Attach a clamp onto the side of the hoop. Make sure that the fabric is not distorted. Attach the second clamp onto the opposite side. Attach the third and fourth clamp on the other 2 sides. For the best possible stability, use all 8 clamps. Attach the embroidery hoop. Ensure that the quilt has not been folded under the hoop. Remove the embroidery template from the hoop. Confirm the embroidery hoop, clamp S. If the embroidery hoop is not displayed in the hoop selection, the latest firmware update must be installed on the machine. Make any necessary changes or adjustments to the embroidery design. Crystal work embroidery designs are not suitable. The embroidery design should be slightly smaller than the area to be embroidered, so that there is room to move. Select the motif center in the hoop selection. Place the center of the embroidery design over the marked center of the quilt block. Deactivate the motif center in the hoop selection. Now, any point in the design can be selected and its position determined. especially for models without the pinpoint placement function. This is very helpful to position a design. Enlarge the view to select individual stitches. The embroidery area can be controlled with check. To ensure that the thread can be secured and cut by hand at the end, the automatic thread cut should be deactivated in the setup. To secure the thread at the beginning, bring the bobbin thread to the top side. Hold both threads lightly and start embroidery. After finishing the embroidery, remove all clamps but leave the hoop attached. Realign the quilt sandwich using the template. Attach the clamps, supporting the embroidery hoop lightly. Place the design by again using the center point, individual points in the design, and the check function. Embroider the next quilt block. Place and quilt each block in the same way. Enjoy beautiful evenly quilted designs using the Small Clamp Embroidery Hoop.
BERNINA, made to create.